This is David Erdos for International Times. We're meeting with Steve Hackett today to have a conversation with Steve on the role of the progressive musician in contemporary society, relating to the origin of his generation in the 60s and how that relates to IT's origins and how his music and his art have progressed across the decades. Steve Hackett, born in Pimlico, South London in 1950. One of a sort of genius guitarists early on in his career. Joined Genesis in 1971 and left them in 1977. Since 1977, Steve has averaged about at least the solo album per year, which is a huge body of work, including numerous tours and collaborations with artists as varied as Chris Squire, Steve Howe, and various world musicians in Turkey and Iran, in fact all over the planet, and has produced a stunning body of work, really, which is varied and which sets new boundaries for where progressive music can go. So this is about what the hippie generation did next and how those 60s iconoclasts refined their art, and we're going to have a chat with him about his career, not in a kind of music magazine type way, but hopefully as a conversation piece from someone of my generation whose very first adult, sophisticated listening experience was to Steve Hackett's guitar and a Genesis tape that my best friend at school at the time made me. And that started me on my path of discovery in terms of music and literature and film and blah blah blah. So this is a real chance to engage with one of my inspirations, I suppose is not too strong a word to put it. And he's very kindly invited me and Mr. Rodway to his house, and we're about to engage with him on all sorts of levels. So I hope we find it of interest.